To a developing story now, and close to 500,000 protesters are marching through central Hong Kong in a show of defiance against the government's proposed extradition laws. They say it's the final fight for Hong Kong as China tightens its grip on the territory. These are the latest pictures from the island. The protesters are fighting against laws which allow the extradition of alleged criminals, most notably to mainland China. They argue it's an erosion of the one government, two systems deal and opens the door for Beijing to extradite dissidents critical of the regime. ABC reporter Catherine Diss is on the streets with the protesters.
We're in the centre of Hong Kong where, as you can see, pro-democracy supporters have turned out in their hundreds of thousands. It's stiflingly hot here today, but it certainly hasn't dampened the turnout. It's the biggest uprising on the streets of Hong Kong since the umbrella movement in 2014, which brought this city to a standstill. They're marching to the Legislative Council, which is around 30 minutes walk from where we are now, and where the bill at the centre of this uprising is set to be debated in the coming week. They see this as one of their last chances to be heard and to protect their city and their rights.
No China extradition!
Proud and passionate, these Hong Kongers are marching in solidarity for one cause: to preserve their freedoms and rule of law.
And this law is like a legal kidnapping, and I don't trust other legal systems.
The thing that protects Hong Kong is its legal system, and this is bypassing its legal system totally.
These aren't just pro-democracy or human rights campaigners, though. The business, diplomatic and legal communities have also joined the fight.
What this amendment is going to do is going to take away the firewall, the protection between the two different legal systems.
Veteran journalist Ching Chung was accused of espionage and jailed by Chinese authorities for 3 years.
It is this gradual and subtle but persistent erosion of the Hong Kong value, of the Hong Kong ways of doing things, of the Hong Kong institutes, of everything that made Hong Kong successful in the past.
Under the 1997 handover, the independence of Hong Kong's legal system was seen as a critical part of the agreement. These laws are being seen as a backdoor, giving Beijing the opportunity to circumvent that system, extraditing alleged criminals to the mainland to be tried under China's law in a Chinese court, effectively ending the one country, two systems arrangement. But legislators loyal to Beijing insist that with people moving relatively freely between Hong Kong and the mainland, the law is needed to fight crime across the border.
And I don't think Beijing has ever put pressure on our courts. Judicial independence is too important to Hong Kong.
Claudia Mo is leading the fight against the bill.
We're doing this not just for the young. We are being answerable to history, because 50 years from now, history will say they did put up, I hope they would say, they did put up a heroic fight.
This is another turning point in Hong Kong's history, and protesters are threatening there'll be more rallies to come. Catherine Diss, ABC News, Hong Kong.